Hallo allemaal, welkom op mijn kanaal, welkom bij deze nieuwe video en welkom in Mijk's creatieve wereld. Hi and welcome by this new tutorial video. It's one of my first full tutorial videos in English, so I hope it's good enough for you to understand. But in this video I am going to show you how to make this beautiful Banksia shawl made by Dedri Uys. I've got permission from her to make this English tutorial video, and if you prefer a written down pattern of her shawl, you can go to her website, look at what I made.net. I also put the direct link to this pattern in the description box down below. But with her permission, I'm going to give you the explanation, the instructions to make this beautiful Banksia shawl. So I hope that my instructions are clear enough for you. So let's give it a go. If you're new here, I would like it if you subscribe to my channel. So click the subscribe button down below, and also hit the bell to get a notification when a new video comes online. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, because you're helping me with growing my channel with doing those actions. So please do that. You make me very happy with that. And I'm going to make you happy with a tutorial of this shawl. Just like I said, I'm not English, I'm a Dutch guy. And this is my first big English tutorial. So I hope it's good enough for you to make it. So yeah, enjoy it. If you want the pattern, the written down pattern, you can find it in the description box down below. So yeah, don't talk. Let's get started. In this tutorial I'm using crochet hook 3.5 millimeters, and optional I'm using a stitch marker, and I'm going to show you where to use it, so don't worry about that. And the yarn that I'm using in this tutorial is by Scheepjes, the Whirl, a nice variegated yarn with a long color changing effects in there. And this is color 553 indigo plain, and this yarn is made out of 60% of cotton and 40% acrylic yarn, and there is 1000 meters of yarn on this skein. So that is what I'm going to use. If you prefer a written pattern beside this tutorial, you can find the link to Dedri's website in the description box down below. So take a look up there and you can find the English written pattern of this Banksia shawl designed by Dedri. I didn't design it. I have permission from Dedri to film this tutorial for you. So this is what I'm going to use. So let's get started. Row 1 of the Banksia shawl, and we're going to start row 1 with a magic loop or magic ring. If you never ever made a magic ring, I'm gonna show you that. I have my point finger and my middle finger like this, with my nails to the back of to the table. And the beginning of the yarn I'm going to lay down over my fingers like this, and then I'm gonna put my thumb on it. Then I grab my working yarn, so it's the yarn that goes to the rest of my yarn, and I'm gonna wrap it around my fingers like this, from up to the back, at the bottom, and going up. And when I'm going up, I'm going to cross over my beginning and then I'm going to turn my fingers like this, so I'm looking at my nails now. My working yarn is fixated with my ring finger and my pinky, so it's like this, and then I'm going to grab my crochet hook. With the hook down, I'm going under the front loop, up, and grab my working yarn and pull it under the loop and chain 1. And then you can take your fingers out and you made a ring, and we're going to crochet in this ring over both strings. Okay. We grab the loop and we're going to chain 3. One, 2, and 3. And in the same ring, we're going to make 2 double crochets. So in the ring, under both loops, make a double crochet. That's 1, and another one is 2. So we have now 3 chains and 2 double crochets. Then we're gonna wrap the yarn around the hook twice to make a triple crochet in the same ring. And then we're going to make 3 double crochets. One, 2, and 3. Okay. Now we're going to close our magic loop or magic ring, and we're going to do that by pulling our yarn tail. So nice and easy, slowly pull it to close our magic ring. And then our work looks like this, the start of our shawl. So we're gonna start row 2. Row 2, gonna zoom in a little bit for you so you can see what I'm doing. Row 2, we're going to start with a chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And then turn your work. And in this first stitch, we made those 3 chains. In that first stitch, we're making a double crochet. Like that. In the next 2 stitches, we're making a double crochet. So each one of them is getting 1 double crochet. And the next one. Okay, now our next stitch is the triple crochet from our previous round, and that stitch is making the point of the shawl. So we're going to make a new point in there. And for that we're making 2 double crochets in that stitch. So 2 double crochets in the same stitch, in that triple crochet. So 1 and 2. 2 doubles in the triple. Then in the same triple crochet we're making a new triple. So yarn over twice in the same stitch a triple crochet, and this is our point stitch, and this stitch you can mark with your stitch marker, because that is the point of our shawl, like that. Then in the same stitch, 2 doubles, 1 and 2. Then we have the 2 double crochets from a previous round. Each one of them is getting a double, so a double crochet in each one of them. And then we're coming to our chain 3 at the beginning, and in the third chain we're making 2 double crochets. So that's 1 and 2. And then your work should look like this. And then we are ready to start row 3. Row 3. We're starting with 4 chains. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and returning our work. Then in that first stitch we're making 2 double crochets. In the first one, one and 2. Then chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and the next 2 stitches we're going to skip. So skip the next 2, and in the next one we're making a slip stitch. So we're securing those 3 chains in that third stitch from a previous round. When you make your slip stitch, we're going to chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Change, and with a slip stitch we're going to secure that in the same stitch as we did with the previous one. Then chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and we're going to skip the next 2 stitches, and we're coming to our marked stitch. So I'm gonna remove the stitch marker, and in that stitch we're making our new corner, our new point, and we're doing that by 2 doubles in that stitch. One and 2. In that same stitch a triple crochet, and that's our center stitch, our point stitch. So grab your stitch marker and place it in there like that. And then in that same stitch 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and that makes our new point. new corner. It's the point at the bottom of the shawl. Then we chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, skip 2 stitches and make a slip stitch in the third one, chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and with a slip stitch in the same stitch we're going to secure those chains like that. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then the next 2 stitches we're going to skip, and in the third chain from our 3 chains from the previous round we're making 2 double crochets in there. So at the third chain at the top we're making 2 doubles, one and 2, and in that same stitch also a double, a triple crochet. So in the chain 3 we have 2 doubles and a triple, and then row 3 is finished, and we're ready for row 4. Row number 4. We're starting with chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and turn your work. In that first stitch we're making 2 doubles, so 2 double crochets in that first stitch. It's 1 and 2, and if you're wondering what kind of noises you're hearing from the background, my cats are having the zoomies at this moment, so excuse me for that, but that explains all the weird noises at the background. Back to our work. We have made chain 4 and 2 doubles in the first stitch. We have 2 stitches left and both of them are getting 1 double crochet. That's a double, and in the next also a double. Okay. Then we're making a chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and all those chain stitches up here we're going to skip. We're just going to go ahead to our first double crochet from the previous round. So here's the chain 3 and here's our first double crochet, and in that stitch we're making a double crochet. And in the next also a double crochet like that. Then our next stitch, that's the marked stitch, so we're removing the stitch marker, and in this stitch we're going to make 5 stitches in the same, and that's our 2 double crochets, a triple crochet and 2 double crochets, and those are all in this stitch. So 2 doubles, this is 1 and number 2, followed by a triple crochet in the same stitch, followed by 2 doubles in the same. Oh, wait, before I make those doubles, let's mark the triple again, because that's our corner stitch, our point. So mark it and then make 2 doubles. 1 and 2. Then the next 2 stitches, both 1 double crochet. So this one, and in the next also a double. J5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. All the chain stitches we're going to skip and go ahead to the first double crochet you see, and in that double crochet we're making a double crochet, that's the cat. The next double is getting a double crochet, and then we're at the chain from the previous round, the chain 4, and at the top we're making 2 doubles, 1 and 2, followed by a triple in the same stitch. Okay, and then your work should look something like this. And then you're done, and we're ready for row 5. Row 5. Start with a chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. Turn your work, and in the first stitch make a half double crochet. Over the next 4 stitches we're making a half a double, so 4 half doubles in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then we're at the chain 5 from the previous round, and around those chain 5 we're making 2 half doubles. So around the chain make those 2 half doubles. It's 1 and 2. Then we're making a half double to secure this chain 8 from row 3, and we're going to attach it to row to our previous row. So insert your hook in the space and secure it with a half double, like this. Then in the chain 5 again, around the chain 5, 2 half doubles, 1 and 2. Then the next 4 stitches are getting each a half double. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we have our marked stitch. Remove the stitch marker, and in that stitch we're making 3 new stitches, namely a half double, a double, and a half double, all in that same stitch, so 3 new stitches. So a half double crochet, then a double crochet, and that double crochet is our next stitch to mark. So in that double crochet, insert your stitch marker, and in the same stitch also a half double. The next 4 stitches, each of them is getting a half double. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Around those chain 5 we're making 2 half doubles. 1 and 2. Our next half double is going to secure our chain 8 from row 3. So insert your hook in that opening from your chain 8 and attach it with the half double at around like this, and around the chain 5 again 2 half doubles. 1 and 2. Then we have 4 stitches up here, and we're getting a half double in each one of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we have our chain 4 from the previous row, and at the 4th chain we're making a half double. So at the top a half double, and in the same a double. Like that. And then your work should look something like this. Now your chain 8s are attached, and you can see the flowers are going to be there. Well, this was the base of our shawl. The next rows, rows I'm going to show you are a repeat of what we did here. And I'm gonna take you through those rows step by step again, and after that you're going to repeat those rows. So the next row is our first row of the repeat of the pattern, and I'm going to tell you when the end is there and when you have to repeat those rows. In the written pattern of Dedri it's also explained, but row 6 is the start of the repeat of this pattern. So let's start row 6. Row 6, and this is the first row of 3. That is our pattern repeats. So after this 3 rows, you're going to repeat those 3 rows as long as it needed to make your shawl. It's going to be a small repetition for me, because I'm at the beginning of the show. What I'm going to show you, you're going to repeat the whole time from a side until you're at the point, and then you make also the other repeat at the other side of the show. But what I'm showing you now is the repetition of row 6 and all the upcoming rows. So this is the first row of 3 for this pattern repeat. Okay, let's start. We're starting with a chain 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Turn our work, and in the first stitch we're making 2 doubles. 1 and 2. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Skip 2 stitches and make slip stitch in the next stitch. Followed by a chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And secure that with a slip stitch in the same stitch. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Skip 2, and then we're making 5 double crochets, and those 5 double crochets are being made in the stitches we've made around chain 5 from the previous round, from round 4. We've made 2 half doubles, a half double to secure this chain 8, and then another 2 half doubles. Over those stitches we're making a new group of 5 double crochets. So that's a nice marking point. So skip 2 and start 5 doubles. 1, 2 and 3, and the third one is in the half double that we used to secure those chain 8. It's 3, 4 and 5. Okay. Here we have a group of 5 double crochets, and they are above a flower. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Skip 2, and in the next a slip stitch. Chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a slip stitch in the same stitch. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And then skip 2 stitches, and if your side is longer than this, you're going to start a new group of 5 double crochets. So this is the pattern repeat for the whole side. And when you're at the point, then you skip. You've made those chains also. Then you skip 2 stitches, and then you remove your stitch marker, because in that marked stitch we're making 2 doubles. 1 and 2. Then a triple in that same stitch, and that triple we're going to mark again. So place your stitch marker back in that triple, and in the same stitch also 2 doubles, 1 and 2. Then we're starting the new repeat of this row over the whole side. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 2 stitches, so skip the next 2, and in the third stitch slip stitch, followed by a chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. In the same stitch, a slip stitch, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 2, and in the next we start with 5 doubles in a row. So the next 5 stitches are getting each a double. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, and this is what we're going to repeat for the whole side of the shawl. So, chain 3, slip stitch with skipping 2 stitches, slip stitch, chain 8, slip stitch in the same, chain 3, skip 2, and then a group of 5 double crochets, and those are located above a flower from previous rows. And then when you're coming at the end of the row, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, skip 2, slip stitch in the next, chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And with a slip stitch, secure those 8 chains in the same stitch. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Skip the next 2 stitches, and in the top of the chain 3 from a previous row, at the top we're making 2 doubles. That's 1 and 2, and in the same a triple crochet. Like that. And then your work should look like this. So this was row 6, the first of the pattern repeat. Let's start with row 7. Row number 7, second row of the pattern repeat. Start with a chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn your work, and in the first stitch 2 doubles. 1 and 2. The next 2 stitches are getting each a double. So that's 1, and here's number 2. And then we're starting the repeat for the whole side. It's easy. It's just a chain 5, skip those chains from the previous round, and on the group of 5 doubles from the previous round we're making 5 doubles also, so creating a new group of 5. That is what we're going to repeat for the whole side. And in the point of the shawl, we're doing a different thing. So let's start. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip all those chain stitches from the previous row. And we're getting to the group of 5 doubles. And in the first, we're going to make the first double of a group of 5. So that's 1. And the next 4 are each getting 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So a new group of 5 doubles above the previous 5. That is what we're going to repeat for this whole side. So chain 5, skip those chain stitches and double crochet on each and every 5 stitches from the previous group of 5 doubles. Then when you have one group of chain stitches left, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip all those chain stitches and go to the next 2 double crochets, and each one of them is getting 1 double crochet. It's 1, and here's number 2. Then a marked stitch, remove the stitch marker, and in that marked stitch we're making 5 new stitches, 2 doubles, a triple and 2 doubles, all in that same stitch. So 2 doubles, 1 and 2, then a triple, a triple crochet like that. The triple crochet we're going to mark again, so place your stitch marker in that triple crochet, and then also in that same stitch 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Then the next 2 stitches are getting a double, like that, and then we're going to repeat the same thing we did at the other side. Chain 5, skipped chain stitches, and each and every one of the chain of our 5 double crochet group are getting a double crochet on top. So make a new group of 5 double crochets, chain 5, skip the next, and repeat that for the whole side. So chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip all those chains and go to the group of 5 doubles and give them each a double, so that we make a new group of 5 double crochets. It's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So repeat that for the whole side. And when you're at the end, when you have one group of chain stitches left, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, skip all those chain stitches and go to the last 2 double crochets and give them both 1 double crochet. So that's one. The next is 2. Then we have our chain stitches from a previous round, and at the top of the chains we're making 2 doubles. Let's find the chain that's up. Oh, not there. Here it is. So 2 doubles, 1 and 2, and a triple in that same chain to end this row. And then your work should look like this. You've created new flowers. Here it is. Okay, then we're done with row 7 and we can start with row 8. And in that row we're going to attach those chain 8s to our chain 5 like we did up here. That's also the last row of our pattern repeat. After that you can go your own way. And yeah, let's start row 8. Row 8, the last row of our pattern repeat. This row we start with a chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Turn your work, and in the first stitch we make a half double. The next 4 stitches are getting a half double each, so 4 half doubles in a row. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and now we're going to start our repeat for the rest of this side. We're going to attach our chain 8 on our chain 5. 2 half doubles around our chain 5. Then the third half double we're going to use to attach the chain 8. So insert your crochet hook in that space and make a half double around those chain spaces so that you are attaching it, and then around the chain 5 again 2 half doubles. 1 and 2. Then there is our group of 5 double crochets. Each one of them is getting a half double crochet. And that's what we're going to repeat along the whole side of the shawl. And for now it's a small repeat, but when your shawl is growing the repeats are getting longer. But just repeat these steps until you have 1 space of chain 5 and your chain 8. And around those chain 5 we're making 2 half doubles, 1 and 2. Then in the chain 8 insert your hook and make a half double. Then around the chain 5 2 half doubles, the next 4 stitches are getting each one of them a half double, so 4 half doubles in a row. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're at our marked stitch, so remove the stitch marker, and in that stitch we're making a half double, a double, and a half double. So a half double, in the same stitch a double, and the double crochet we're going to mark again with the stitch marker, and in the same stitch a double, of a half double, excuse me. So 3 new stitches in there, a half double, double, half double. Then the next 4 stitches are getting each one of them a half double. One, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to repeat what we did here on this side also. So 2 half doubles around the chain 5, half double in the chain 8 and around chain 5, then 2 half doubles around the chain 5. The 5 doubles are getting a half double each, and that is what we're going to repeat for the whole side. So around the chain 5, 2 half doubles, then in the chain 8 to secure it a half double, around the chain 5, 2 half doubles, then we're at a group of 5 doubles. Each one of them is getting a half double, so 5 half doubles in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now repeat that until you have 1 chain space left, and in that space we're going to make 2 half doubles around the chain 5, 1 and 2. In the chain 8, insert your hook, make a half double around the chain 5. Then around the chain 5, 2 half doubles, 1 and 2. The next 4 stitches are getting a half double, so you have 4 half doubles in a row. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And at the top of our chains from the previous round, in the 4th chain, we're making a half double and a double crochet. And that's the end of the row, and also the end of our pattern repeat. Those 3 previous rows you're going to repeat until your shawl is your desired length, or if you're using a rule just like me, when your yarn is all in your shawl. Make sure to end the shawl with a row 8, like we did now. And after you finish the shawl, give it just a small block, a light block, to make the flowers look more noticeable, and then you can wear your shawl. And that was the explanation for making this beautiful Banksia Shawl designed by Dedri Uys. I hope it was good enough for you to follow the instructions, but when I was translating the pattern to Dutch, I noticed that I forgot one row, and that's the final row of this shawl. And I used a complete whirl for this version of the shawl, and I didn't have enough to make the last row of the shawl. But if you want to make the last row of the shawl, or if you want to make the shawl bigger, you can extend the whirl with a roulette. It's a smaller skein of yarn in one single color, and it's the same yarn as the whirl, so you can expand your shawl even more bigger if you want to. But I'm happy with this. I don't even miss the last row, so I'm just keeping it like this, and it's a nice big shawl that I can wear like this. Or if you're in the summer and it's getting a little bit chilly, you can also wrap it around your shoulders like this. And also it is big enough to wear the shawl like this. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope also that you enjoy making the shawl. If you finished your shawl, Dedri and I also are on Facebook and on Instagram, so tag us on the socials if you have it, so we can see the shawls as well. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell to get notifications for the future, because there are coming more videos. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much, and I'm very thankful, Dedri, that I can make this video. So I'm hoping that you're also happy with it. So yeah, enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and let's say goodbye to another video. So we see each other later. So thank you for now, and goodbye in a next video. Bye.